Hear me again. None of us experience life. We only experience the life we focus on. And our brains do three things really well: distort, delete, and generalize. And those are useful tools because your conscious mind can only focus on so much at a time. You're not thinking about the feeling of your clothing touching your skin till I mention it, or the feeling of your heartbeat. We delete most of what's going on because there's only so much conscious awareness we have. So whatever you focus on, you feel, even if it's not true. If you think someone is taking advantage of you and you imagine them doing that, you're going to feel it in your body as if it happened. That's why the whole phrase that says, courageous person dies once, the coward dies 1,000 times. Because the coward's always thinking about, oh my God, what this happens? And so the experience in your body might as well have been through the death, the emotional death, whatever it is. You can change your focus. How fast, my friend? So while relationship is the base of it all, as we're about to see in more detail, I want you to remember, whether you're happy or not is completely your choice. Abraham Lincoln's very famous for saying, most people are as happy as they really choose to be. We all know what he did, what he accomplished, including how he passed, unfortunately. Failed in business at age 21, defeated in the legislative race at 22, failed again in the business at age 24, overcame the death of his sweetheart at age 26, had a nervous breakdown at 27, lost a congressional race at 34, lost a congressional race at 36, lost a senatorial race at 45, failed in an effort to become vice president at 47, lost a senatorial race at 49, and was elected president of the United States at age 52. And saved the nation. It's like, this is life. He had so much darkness in his life, and yet he remained a light because he chose to focus on the light. Many things made you happy, I'm sure. I'd love to hear a couple of quick examples, but I want you to notice I did it because we were experiencing what he was going through. And by the way, some of you took what he was going through, translated to some of your experience. How many translated to some other area of your life? And it was unfinished. And so I want to make a shift, but I want you to still stay in a beautiful state. So all I had you do is think of three things that make you happy and then ask you a little bit about the qualities of that happiness. Was it excitement that did it? Was it completion? Was it achievement? Was it a feeling of a breakthrough? Was it just fun? Was it variety? Was it with someone else? Were you by yourself? But I want you to notice it changes like that. It is your choice to be happy or not. That's why you got to set a standard of how you're going to be. Because if it's only going to be what the environment triggers you to focus on, then you're going to be at the waste of social media or whoever's around you. If you're going to own yourself, you're going to have your own autonomy as a soul, you have to start to choose what you're going to focus on consciously. Because most of us have some idea of what the worst experience could possibly be. The experience that we couldn't come back from, or people wouldn't come back from, and some don't in these situations. In fact, some of you have heard, you're familiar, some of you, I've told you about it, but others, if you haven't, I just want to give you an example, and you've heard it before, remind you of it. So if I asked you, what would be the worst thing that could ever happen in life? The number one answer in North America for people say is if they became a quadriplegic. And if they asked them what's the best thing that could happen, believe it or not, the number one answer was win the lottery. Right? Those are the two. But what's interesting is there have been studies on people that have won the lottery and studies on people that have become quadriplegics. And the question is, 3 years after that experience, whether you lost the use of all your limbs or you won the lottery, who is happier? Who was happier? Well, it's kind of a setup. You immediately go, it must be the quadriplegic. Hell no, the quadriplegic wasn't happier. What are you thinking of yourself? Nor was the person who won the lottery. Because what happens is our brains adjust. If you don't drug the person who went through the quadriplegic, if they are able to be in their natural system, we have a natural happiness immune system. We adjust. Most people have a set point for their happiness and they get back to it. It's interesting, the people with the lottery now, everybody wants something from you. You know what it's like when you really, how many have had something you wanted to give somebody and then you find out they expect it or demand it and it took away all the joy? Who knows what I'm talking about here, right? Well, imagine all of a sudden everybody wants something from you who didn't really care before. And those people now start to feel jaded and angry. And the people who can't move, what's interesting about them, if they start to move their finger this much for the first time, they get overjoyed because we all lose our references. Contrast is the most powerful tool I know to keep you balanced on your happiness. And that's where freedom comes from, right? You can be in a great relationship and make yourself miserable, true or false? Can you have a lot of people around you love you and not feel loved? Sure, you can focus on something that makes you feel unloved. You can make it up in your head. So it's all, whether we're happy or not, has nothing to do with the external world. It is only the internal world. I know you know that intellectually, but we want to experience that again and again this week until it goes from intellect into your body. That's when mastery happens, right? We talk about cognitive mastery. You understand it. That's cool. You need cognitive mastery, but that and $4 gets you a Starbucks. And meaning you got to have it, but it doesn't change your life. It gives you the chance to change your life. And you add to that cognitive understanding enough emotion and enough consistency where you link consequences, good ones doing the right things, painful things doing the wrong, then you start to apply it more consistently. But when you do it repetition with enough emotion, enough consistency, it gets in your body, then it's like automatic. Like how many of you have some area of your life where you have some real mastery, where someone else finds it difficult, but you're able to do something really easy that other people find hard, right? It's because you've done it so many times. We want to do that with happiness. But to do that, you have to make it a priority. You have to start to value happiness more. Because you're all getting what you value. You value achievement, and happiness is low on your list. You're going to get achievement, but you may not get happiness, right? Or joy, or love, or meaning, whatever word you choose. It doesn't have to be the word happy, because we all have different neuroassociations of what those words mean. But whatever's going to be most fulfilling. So real fast, just 3 people. Tell me quick, what'd you focus on, and how much did it change your state? What were the qualities? Yes?
So, Nick Champagne from New York City.
Give it up.
So 3 things that I'm happy about. 1, we just did this pre-experience in Dubai with about 200 people. 2, the opportunities in front of me. Just very blessed for them, and just it's a matter of converting on them. And 3, I'm going to be a father.
Oh, congratulations. That's awesome. By the way, notice one of his was an experience he just had. It's completed. But he didn't let it be complete. It's still alive in him. Experience of the 200 people from coming to Dubai and sharing that. So he brought it back to life. So much of what we have, we discard. When we're filled with all this beauty of all these experiences, all of these life experiences that could bring us joy in a moment, just to remember them and connect to them. And then from that state, we can generate other things. And then what else has he said? Things in the future that are opportunities. That's not even here. He just knows he's got these opportunities, his sense of possibility. The sense of autonomy, the sense of freedom, the sense I can make life on my terms. And then, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be a father, right? And he's not thinking about the things this man's thinking about, or that they just went through. You know, he knows that some of those things probably will show up, but now it's just the total excitement about what that can mean. And so notice how fast everything changes just by changing your focus, and there are multiple things you're able to focus on. In fact, most of us delete the things that can make us happy, or we minimize them, and we make the problems big and close and vital, and we wonder why we're not as happy as we could be. It has nothing to do with our actual life. It's what we do with our life.
I'm really happy to be here. I'm really happy about the 3 things I overcame last year, 3 terrible health things. And I'm proud of the person that I've become.
That's beautiful.
Who I am makes a difference.
Yes.
I'm proud of myself, so that makes me
And think
really
of the
happy.
power of contrast. See, that's why we have these life experiences, right? You think about what you've been through, and now when you wake up in the morning, what does it take for you to really be happy these days when you know you're healthy?
Not much.
Not much, right? Because when you think like, well, you may die, or you may not make it, or you may not have the choices you've had before, that's why we have those experiences. It's like, how are you gonna have a rainbow without a storm? You don't get the beauty without the storm. So part of it is like, we don't have to go through the rough times, but when we are, we wanna use them and become more. And what makes us most proud, again, said earlier by you, and she's embodying it, it's not what we get, it's who we become.
I just want to share why I'm happy all the time. It's because I love life. And for me, wake up every morning and just be happy and healthy is enough.
That's beautiful.
Like, I don't care about the money, the relationship. That's something that I am here. Like, I need to realize, because I'm happy just to be alive.
That's
and
beautiful.
that's it. Nothing else matters for me.
Think of 3 things you're really happy about in your life right now. Then feel the feelings of happiness in your body that you have about those 3 things. Is it excitement? Is it resolve? Is it a sense of completion? Is it achievement? Is it fun? Is it variety? What are the qualities of the happiness for each of those things you're happy about? Do they involve overcoming something? Do they involve mastering something? Enjoying something more? Maybe savoring what's already there, not moving to the next thing and really feeling it fully. Remember, we don't experience life We experience the life we focus on. One moment you can be focusing on something that upsets you. Another moment you can focus on something that gives you tremendous joy or gratitude.